Welcome to my channel. This is Divested Diamonds. You have arrived. Hello, ladies. Please do me a favor and click the like button as you watch this video. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Before I begin this video, I would like to apologize to you all for some of the missing videos. Did you notice? Well, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I do have some missing videos. You see, I had shared some videos from TikTok and a couple of other social media sites, which unfortunately goes against YouTube guidelines as a monetized YouTube partner. Now, they have currently suspended certain key features of my channel due to this. The suspension is for 30 days. I'm working with them behind the scenes to make sure that my channel is reinstated into the partner program. So if any of you were wondering what has happened to those videos, that is the reason why. Basically, you are allowed to share videos from other social media sites as long as they are accompanied by some sort of commentary. But anywho, let's get into this video. Ladies, especially those of you in your 20s, please be careful out there. Now, I know that this has nothing to do with divested women, but I would be foolish to think that everyone who watches me is divested. This video is basically for the fence sitters who probably should be reminded about the level of depravity that exists in Blackistan, and one of those being Naker logic. Girls and young ladies in Blackistan are in danger. Every time you're in close proximity to Pookie, Ray Ray, and Tyrone, your life is at risk. Without further ado, let's get started.
What's up, y'all? I'm chilling. I'm in the hood. I'm in South Central right now, South Central Los Angeles, chilling at my grandparents' house. This is just food for thought. Ladies, I'm talking to women between the ages of 16 to about 25.
First of all, this unkempt looking Dusty does not need to be on the internet giving dating advice to anyone, let alone children and young adults. Do you know why most black girls are AR'd or lested at a tender age? It's because of people like him and his mindset. Sir, a 16-year-old is a child. You don't need to be given dating advice to a child. What is wrong with these Dusties? A 16-year-old should not be thinking about being in a serious relationship with anyone. Dare I say, she shouldn't be in a relationship at all, but that would be unrealistic. If you want to know what a groomer looks like, Exhibit A. Let's continue.
You're not too young to settle down. You're not too young. You don't have your whole life to find love. Okay? My grandparents still together. I'm right in front of their home right now. Been together since my grandmother was 17 and my grandfather was about 18 or 19.
At 16 to 25, you are too young to settle down. You barely know much about yourself, let alone life in general. This is why we need to keep sounding the alarm. There are too many of these predators looking for young girls and women because they understand the level of naivete that these children and young adults possess. It's easy to control someone who hasn't come into their own. It's easy to control an impressionable mind. How the hell does he even know that both his grandparents, but especially his grandmother, does not have any regrets being married at such a young age? He's making assumptions. The truth of the matter is, he doesn't know. People settle all the time. It doesn't mean they're happy. Let's continue.
All right. And they still together. That's when you find love, when you're young. Stop listening to these women who telling y'all You don't need to be with him. I mean, and this man is a good man. I mean, you got your whole life. You got to experience the world, travel. Don't listen to that lie. It's a lie. You'll miss out on a great man if you let that great man go that you met when you were between the ages of 16 and 25.
So, advising young women to do better is a lie? The only lie here is the coercion. You are trying to sell children and young women a dream, when in actual fact, they would be settling for a nightmare. Groomers want you when you are young, without experience, because you are perfect for manipulation. You are easy to control, therefore, easy to mold into whatever it is that they want you to be. Please stop listening to these crusty, musty Tyrones on the internet because they know nothing about serious, stable, healthy relationships. And yes, you do have your whole life ahead of you. You have dreams and aspirations. Acquire those first before ruining your lives with bums. These males are looking for a starter woman, preferably young, naive, unable to know better. Someone who will not speak up against their abusive nature. Someone who won't push back. They are looking for a doormat, a cook, a cleaner, a slave. They want you to perform extreme sexual acts while giving you nothing in return. Having the misfortune of being in a relationship with one of these males is like being in a full-time job that you really hate. Low paid, poor conditions, and no benefits. And the reason you keep going back there is because you need the money. It's a sad life. They want you young because they want to sully your virtue, hopefully before anybody else does. This is disgusting, and this is grooming. We need to keep allowing them to talk because every time they open their crusty mouths, right, they are telling on themselves. And that's a good thing. Let's continue.
You're going to be 35 or older looking back like, dang, I had a good girl. I mean, oh, that's me. That's me. I said good girl. See, that's me. But you're going to be like, I had a good man. You're going to be looking back when you're in your 35. 35 and older. I had a good man. Dang, I wish now he married. He got kids. Look, you're going to be peeking on his Instagram, looking at his live his happy life with his new girl. That could have been you. So don't let that good man go. You got a good man and you between age 16 25. Hold on to him. Marry him.
Listen, who's willing to bet that this guy has been incarcerated at least once or twice in his life? This notion that a woman's worth can only be validated by the presence of a man in her life is absolute BS. Ladies, you are enough, even without a man in your life. Having a male presence should not be predicated upon your need. It should be based on a want. You need water, you need air, you need food to survive. You don't need a man. You see, a man is supposed to be a complement to you. He's not there to define who you are, baby girl, because you were something before he came along. Being in a relationship should be based on the fact that you want to be in one, not that you need to be in one. You should be comfortable within yourself to be able to live life and be happy without needing someone. This is why they are always out here recruiting young, impressionable women. They want to be able to write the blueprint to your relationship and have complete access to your emotions. They want you to follow their lead without asking too many questions. Once the trap has been set, it puts you in a very vulnerable position where you need them and not just want them. Because they keep leaving you a little trail, right? With little treats to follow, so you could be 100% reliant upon them. There's a certain level of programming that goes into marrying a child or young adult. Once you've been programmed and gotten used to that lifestyle, it's hard for you to understand that you're being abused because that programmed lifestyle becomes the norm. Don't listen to groomers, please. This is a trap. And men like him cannot handle a relationship with a grown woman because they can't control most women. You can't teach an older woman how to be in a relationship because behind her comes a level of experience and very little acceptance for bullshit. And see how they tried to make it seem as though 35 is too old? You are in your prime at 35. There is nothing old about a woman who is 35 years of age. Only pedophiles think so. Let's continue.
And y'all figure out life together. Don't listen to no friends that don't got a man. Don't listen to no friends that's telling you you should leave. Because men, we don't tell our boys, you should leave her. You shouldn't put up with that. The only time a man would say that is if a woman is cheating on a man. Then a man would tell his boy, you need to dump her. If it ain't cheating, man, we don't advise our boys to leave their women. We just let them vent. We be like, man, well, y'all to figure it out. And that's how we do it.
And when the shoe is on the other foot, where the man cheats on the woman, you nakers encourage your boys to apologize so she could stay in that messed up relationship. It's funny how you expect these women to put up with your crap, but can't handle it when the shoe is on the other foot. Don't like the taste of your own medicine? Girls, young women, it's a scam. Please don't take advice from groomers. Nothing good could ever come out of this. Now, I don't care what your age of consent is, where you live. A 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 18-year-old, or even 21-year-old is still a child, in my opinion. You see, the law might say otherwise, but biology says something different. Don't be rushed through life, making bad decisions for the sake of others. Here's what you need to know about the human brain. It reaches its biggest size in early adolescence. For girls, it's around 11 years old. And for boys, it's 14 years old. However, the brain continues to mature even after it's done growing. Though the brain may be done growing in size, it does not finish developing and maturing until the mid to late 20s. So when you have men like him coercing young girls and young women on the internet to get married at those ages, please don't listen to that BS. Run as fast as you can and don't look back. Better yet, if you're between 16 and 18, call the cops.
So, ladies, you find a good man between them ages, don't be like Lori Harvey, because she's going to regret leaving Michael B. Jordan. Get that hoe about 10 years, 10, 15 years. Trust what I'm telling you.
Don't trust any man on the internet talking to young women, but especially girls, about dating advice. Lori Harvey is living her best life, and I don't think that she'll regret not being married to Michael B. Jordan because she chose herself. Her needs came first. That's how life is supposed to be. Look, she is a 25-year-old young lady who has a lot to do. She has a lot to experience. I'm sorry, but how old is he? Michael B. Jordan? 35? Isn't that the same age that y'all are saying is too old for women? I'm just saying. I'm not saying 35 is too old, but if we were using your Naker logic, hasn't he hit the wall at 35? I'm just saying. Or does that only go in the direction of women and not men? You need to stop with this foolishness. But I digress. She probably realized that she had too much to do and too much to experience. And that, my friends, is her prerogative. Don't be tied down or feel like you have to get married by a certain age because society, dusties, and mammies say so. Don't be rushed or shamed into these huge, life-changing decisions when you're not ready. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is time-stamped by the universe. When it comes to your personal life, only you understand what's best for you. Even if you don't, mistakes are there as life lessons. So when you encounter similar situations at a different time, at least you know what to do the second time around. These groomers, these pedophiles are recruiting, and you're going to see a rise in males like him, selling unsuspecting young women a nightmare draped as a dream. Do travel, see the world, get your education, experience life on your own before settling down. And regardless of what these males have to say, you do have time. I mean, if time is running out for you, it's running out for them too, because the further along in life they go, the more their quality of life deteriorates too. I mean, hello, weight gain, low sperm count, low T, baldness, and attractiveness. It's on the rise as they get older. But they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about women and what's going on with women. It's the double standard for me. You see, in my opinion, a woman gets better with age. Men, on the other hand, especially the ones who are so obsessed with age, it doesn't fare well for them. These are the ones who die alone. But like I said, they don't want to talk about that. They just want to talk about women. Let's not forget PE and ED. Most of these older men are struggling out here. Can't get Mr. Pickle to cooperate at the best of times. Woo-wee! It's a hard knock life for a pimp out here, man. Lord have mercy. The audacity of it all. It's the audacity for me. Jesus, these are the same men who are solely relying on Viagra, Cialis, and all these other remedies to keep up with younger men. It's a sad state of affairs, but please, ladies, do not buy what this dust bucket is selling. And girls, this is what you do when approached by groomers. Call 911 or run like hell while yelling hysterically. And you see, don't run in a straight line. Keep weaving from side to side and screaming at the top of your voice until he gets out of your vicinity. All I'm saying is, don't allow adults who've already lived their lives shame you into recapturing their youth. It's not your responsibility to make these predators feel good about themselves. You have the right to enjoy your life without being manipulated by old, crusty men. On that note, please leave your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, ladies, you determine your worth. Don't allow other people's opinions, fears, or insecurities make you believe that you're not worth something. Who are they to put value on your existence? Thank you so much for watching. This is Divested Diamonds, and I'll see you next time. Bye, diamonds.